Ahoy hoy y'all, how we doing tonight? Happy Sunday, happy Simulation Sunday. Glad you're here to join us tonight for some more Carburetor Cup fun tonight and some Pickup Cup. Carb Cup is at Monza this week of all places. So we're going to try out that and see how it goes. I tested that a little bit and it didn't seem too bad to drive by myself. But knowing how Carb Cup usually goes, I don't have a lot of faith we're even going to make it through turn one. Because it's a fairly narrow track. Howdy hoy hoy there, wrestling. And I don't have a lot of trust in the other people around me in this. So we'll go ahead and load in. And then after this, so this race starts at 9:45. We're going to do the Pickup Cup race at Old Daytona before the repave. That'll be at 10:30. If we get knocked out of that race quick enough to still make it into the next Carb Cup race, we'll do one more race at Monza before the end of the night. But it depends how quickly we're out of the Pickup Cup race, if we can make it into the Carb Cup race or not. Because that one, the next one after this one, will be at 10:45. They run it every 45. So we'll see how that plays out. There will be either 2 or 3 races tonight. Hopefully 3. Well, no, actually, hopefully 2. Because if we don't make the Carb Cup race, that probably means we do well in the Pickup Cup race. So, you know, it's trade-off. We'll see how this goes. Honestly, I don't expect to make it through turn 1 on this. I didn't really have a problem driving this track by myself. But when you stick other people on here, I have a feeling it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad. And I just noticed it's 0.06 of a mile shorter than Talladega in the oval configuration. My local classic country station was killing it tonight. Why Not Me by the Judds. Chicken Fried. And it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Oof. Kick out 2 of those. I'll let you figure out which 2 of those I don't like. But yeah, kick out 2 of those. 1 of those I like. The other 2, eh. There will be chaos. There will be chaos. Woof, woof, go Browns. What's up, Robert? Oh, by the way, who wants some Kurt Busch trivia later? I'm going to wait on everybody else to hop in here before we do it, but I found the Kurt Busch gear wrench car from Wave 7 a couple days ago, and it came with a trivia card. So, we can play Kurt Busch trivia later once we have at least Diecast and Landon in here, and if anybody else joins too. I don't like what I'm seeing with the stream right now with all these frame drops. I've got a bad feeling Monza's going to cap out my RAM and we're going to have some issues here. Actually, no. One of those is the song that I do like from that that grouping of songs. Okay, let's let this figure itself out here. And hopefully... Okay, the frames just jumped way up, so that's hopefully a good thing. I don't hear anybody practicing, which worries me. There's only 12 people registered. That's really low for a Carb Cup race. I wonder if Monza scared everybody off. No, not into the Judds at all. I never could get into the Judds. Oh, God, we got Ricky Bobby in here. That's never a good start. Who dis? Is that a... I don't think that was a Danica scheme. That's the only scheme I can think of that would be green like that, though. It didn't look like Danica. I don't think that's a Danica scheme. I think this is the only person practicing right now. I do like Cletus T. Judd. I wish he was still more relevant. Fontana Bulinari. Oh no, Ricky Bobby's out there now. We got another one out here now too. Oh man. I love NASCAR. Oh, we got Chase Elliott too. That's never a good sign either. Not all the time, but it seems like most of the time, anybody running a Chase Elliott scheme means they don't know how to drive. I'm not saying that's everybody driving a Chase Elliott scheme, but it seems like every time I see somebody in a Chase scheme, that's what tends to happen. Ricky Bobby's by himself now. He must have wrecked the not Danica Patrick wannabe. Who dis? Oh, that was Ricky Bobby. Do we really... Is this race not even going to split? If there's 14 people in it, it's not even going to split. Huh. That was just an all-black car. I mean, I didn't say... Okay, go ahead and tell Landon. I don't really care. Somebody wrecked up here on the front stretch. Watch, I'll bet you it was the chase car. You know what? We're going to find out right now. Where's the chase car? That guy just wrecked. No, it wasn't. Okay. Tyler Roth. That guy doesn't have a paint scheme. That's an all-black 11 car. What is this one? What? There's a Snickers car and a Gum Out car. Okay. Oh, this guy's in a Fury car. Interesting. Alright, we'll go back to Scenic. Because we've still got... What, 6 minutes until qualifying? I think. Hey, Diecast. Head on into the pit barrier. Yeah, that's Carb Cup for you. Now we just need Landon and we can do Kurt Busch trivia. Oh, now we got a Chase Elliott Hooters car. This isn't good. The more Chase Elliott's in one race is equivalent to how many wrecks there's going to be. Got 3 new cars on iRacing and 2 new tracks. Oh yeah, what'd you get? Well, okay, that's not confirmed yet, Wrestling. Very likely, and it seems like usually whoever Venturini takes to the Daytona test is going to be their lineup. But I've heard conflicting reports as to what exactly Gracie Trotter is doing for them this year. So that lineup may not be 100% set in stone. Ideally, to me, if that was their lineup this year, I would put Heim and Trotter as your full-times in main ARCA and bump Dollar down to ARCA East. If they think they have to keep Drew Dollar, that's personally what I would do, but I'm not 100% sure that's what's going to happen. In fact, I don't think that's what's going to happen. Got Knoxville and Darlington, Dirt Midget, Sprint Car, and NASCAR Cup Camaro. Oh, you're going to be doing some dirt stuff. Nice. I practiced a little bit on dirt. I have yet to do a dirt race. Somebody just wrecked again. I heard it. Somebody's wrecking again. We're in the wrong camera. What was I saying? Oh, I think Heim is going to give Ty Gibbs a run for his money with the championship this year. I think it's going to come down to those two for the championship this year. It's going to be Corey Heim and Ty Gibbs. Now, as to who comes out on top, honestly, I have no idea. Honestly, I think Heim is going to be more consistent. So I tend to lean toward Corey Heim actually picking up the championship, but we'll see. As we've seen, Ty is not the most consistent. He's got the raw speed, but then he uses up his stuff over long runs. So I think he'll win races. I think he'll win a good amount of races this year. I just think Heim's going to have the more consistent finishes. Kabam, ba-bam, ba-blam. Time. Remember when his mom randomly jumped in the chat for the Kansas race? Now we got people coming in here. Should be under 2 minutes to qualifying, I think. Yeah, I think there's enough people now that it is going to split. But I think there's only going to be one split. She was. For the climb. Heim racing for the dime. Nice. Put some Heim in the coconut. Oh, it won't go to me. Boo. Alright, where's qualifying? Well, since it's about race time, do we want to go ahead and do the Kurt Busch trivia? I'm going to take that as a yes since there's a little bit of a delay. Question numero uno. What year did Kurt compete in the Indy 500? Oh, now Raslin's leaving. And bonus question to this one, not only what year did he compete, where did he finish that year? 2014 is correct. Where did he finish? Two for two for wrestling. 2 for 2 for both of you. Question numero dos. What year was Kurt the Cup Series champion? This one should be easy. In fact, I think this is the easiest of all of them. Wingo. So hopefully we don't have the stutteriness tonight that we sometimes have with Daytona. I've ordered a couple new RAM sticks for this thing, which I think hopefully should fix that issue. If not, I'm going to look into upgrading the graphics card. But I think the RAM actually should fix it. Kurt was my favorite driver at the time. Nice. Yeah, I knew that one was going to be easy. Alright, final question. Numero tres. What was Kurt's best finish in the iRacing series? And for a bonus to that one, where did he get that finish and in what year? This one, I think, is going to separate our winner here. Wrong on both. Wrong in the position and on the track. Now this might be a trick question. Just going to throw that out there. It might be worded to where it is a bit of a trick question. Okay, what year, Diecast? Is Diecast going to get all 3 points from this question? Because that is correct. Talladega, and it was a win. What year? Oh, we loaded in just as the short little practice session ended. Texas and Daytona. What do those have to do with this? Alright, let's go qualify. This is going to get real interesting real quick. Monza! This track is so bumpy, especially, I think it's the exit to 2, I remember being extremely bumpy. Oh yeah, it's the exit to 2. You get real squirrely off of 2. There's so many bumps, it's so bad. Keep it pinned on the yellow line as much as possible. It flattens out a lot below the yellow line, so you don't want to go below there. But you can pretty well keep it pinned on the yellow line.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Oh, you gotta kind of pitch it into one a little bit. Don't pitch it too hard or it will go around, but you can pitch it into one a little bit. It's going to get real squirrely here through all these bumps. Don't have to pitch it near as much into 3. Sliding up a little bit. It's really hard to pin it on that line. with as bumpy as it is, it's very hard to keep it there.
One more lap.
You drop off so much into one, like it almost pitches itself. It's pretty much impossible not to pitch it a little bit to get it into one. I think this is going to be a good lap. I think we got through 1 and 2 better that time. This is a better one. But the thing is, unless we start out front, I don't know that qualifying is going to do me a lot of good here, because we're just going to get caught up in something stupid really quick. This track's so narrow, I have a feeling that we're going to get taken out turn 1, lap 1, because nobody knows how to enter turn 1. I have a feeling.
There's the flag. It's over.
Alright, where'd we end up? Currently P5. Only about less than a 10th off the pole, so we're competitive. Not that it's that hard to be competitive, because it's just wide open. Correct. Diecast gets all possible points. 6 points for Diecast. Diecast is today's trivia winner. The Kyle Larson bruh track. What if I flipped outside of Monza? Funny enough, this is why you should be in the Discord, Diecast, because when I was practicing for this last week, I did flip into the infield. Or I kind of, like, ramped up and into the infield, and I put a video of that on the Discord. Oh, I'd imagine in real life it probably is wrestling. It's over. Alright, where's our race at? We're just sitting here waiting. So we ended up qualifying P7, not bad. Literally dead center in the middle of the pack. I'm really worried about turn 1, lap 1. Like, I don't think you realize how worried I actually am about turn 1, lap 1. I don't think we're going to make it a lap in this race. I really don't. I probably should have done a race or two of this off stream before now just to kind of get a sense of how this is going to go. But I didn't. And also I'm very worried. Okay, we've got a timer up here, so I assume the button's going to show up soon. Doesn't usually take this long to show up. You get my undying gratification. How's that sound? Sure, I give you an imaginary Applebee's coupon. How's that sound?
One to go. Next
Oh, we're right behind Mr. Chase Elliott. That's not good.
Road is closed.
You get to stick it. Alright, let's see how this goes. Again, I am very, very worried. Autodromo Nazionale Monza. I don't think I pronounced that correct at all. Oh, I hate that. That's the most annoying part of these rookie races. You just hear people revving non-stop in the background. Oh boy. Time to get rounder than the Earth. So you're going to have your own gravitational pull? Oh boy. Hey, y'all can stop revving now. Hashtag big boy. You gonna let me shift into gear at some point here? There we go. I guess we're gonna start moving now. Starting behind John Paul Larson. I wonder if he's any relation to Kyle. Well, the outside line already had some bruh moments.
187, stop. Cat stop, 187, stop.
What is the guy... I'm so confused. What is... The yellow car was just on the outside. Is he actually starting on the pole? I'm so confused. I'm so worried. I don't know how to handle this. Speaking of John Pauls. Oh, yeah. Rip John Paul Jr. Oh, I'm so worried about this. I have a feeling this is going to be a pucker factor that's off the chart. We're not even really formed up all that well. Like, the inside line is. The outside line is just a mess. The outside line is what's scaring me right now. The inside line, we're tucked up pretty tightly here. Like, most of us, I think, know what we're doing. The outside line is just all over the place. I don't know that I'm ready for this. Oh, and we already got one blinking. That's a good start.
About to go green, stay focused.
Here we go.
Post car is off. Cat stop, 3, stop.
What?
Green flag, green flag. Outside.
Oh no. Oh no. We're already doing it.
Stay low, there's a car on the right side.
Why are y'all shoving me down here?
Clear outside if you want it.
Okay, good.
Outside.
I don't like this. He's gonna shove me to the apron, isn't he? Oh, there they go! Oh, he's flying! Oh no!
Clear up top, car outside.
Oh, there it is! Well, that's a good start. Although, we don't have a lot of damage. If we could get off the, like, embankment here, what are we doing? I just had a car land in front of me. How am I supposed to react? Well, we're going to keep rolling here because I have a feeling that's not going to be the last crash. And I think we can still pick up some spots here. Currently P12, which I do believe is last. Higher than Brian France. Best wrestling comment ever. Wrestling, you win the wrestling award of the night. What kind of a trophy is that? I don't know. It's your namesake trophy, you decide what it looks like. am a winner. That guy went higher than Jeremy Mayfield. Alright, Diecast wins the Wrestling Trophy of the night, too. Thanks for making me chuckle while we're currently running 11 seconds off the field. Although I can see the guy in front of me now. So apparently we're catching him. Oh, and by the way, I called it, didn't I? I said the Chase Elliott car would be the first wreck. Turns out I knew what I was talking about. Oh, we lost John Paul Larson. Aww. Meanwhile, we're really catching this guy in front of us. It's down to 8.2 seconds. I think somebody wrecked. I see smoke. I don't see a car, so we're going to keep in it for the moment. As long as he's down to the bottom and out of the way. These corners are pretty... Oh, here we go. Good. These corners are pretty blind with all the trees in the middle of the track, so... It worries me that I'm going to come around one of these corners at one point and there's just going to be somebody stopped in the middle of the racing groove. Now I'm really hoping we actually do get knocked out of the pickup cup race fairly quick. Because I'd like another shot at Monza, actually. I think this guy in front of me is lifting. There's no way I'm catching him this quick. If we're both going flat out the whole way around. He's definitely got to be lifting. I'm really hoping I catch him on a straightaway somewhere, because if I catch him in a corner, it's not going to work out very well. And I think I'm going to. I think we're going to catch him up here in 1 and 2. Oh boy, we got somebody coming off pit road too. That's not good. Keep digging, yeah. Let's get it. Actually, we might get him here on the backstretch. If not on the backstretch, it's going to be 3 and 4, and that's an issue. It's going to be 3 and 4. This isn't good. Is he getting out of my way? No, he's not.
Car outside. Still there, hold your line. Clear up top.
Made that work. I shouldn't have even tried the apron for that, but I'm so much quicker than him, I didn't want to stay behind him for too long. I feel like I'm actually catching the whole field, too. We're actually up to P6. I don't know, when I made all those passes, I feel like it's just guys disconnecting. But somehow, I'm actually fast. Okay, so the green guy is catching up to me. Pretty sure his fresh tires are making him a lot faster than me because he is gone. I don't know where he and the black car just came from. Do fresh tires mean that much? Or are these the leaders? Black cars, both of them, they're all about to wreck each other, I feel like. Or does draft just mean this much? There's the guy that landed in front of me that ruined my race. I think these are the leaders, actually. Maybe? I don't know. I'm still P6. So either they're the leaders, or they were all a lap down. I'm pretty sure the green car was a lap down, because he came off of pit road. I can't keep up with him, though. Well, the 23 is on my lap. I think he's the blue and white car in front of me. Ooh.
Car inside. Clear inside. Clear inside.
Why is there such a speed difference between everybody in this race? Oh, we're in the wall!
Inside. Clear inside.
I'm still P6. None of those were for position. I'm out. Shit. There it is. That's what I get for looking at the relative. Oh no, can't keep it straight. I think he's for position. He's going to pit road, though. No, he wasn't for position. Oh! Why? Why would you just run into the back of me? I was holding my line, you jackass! Alright, well, that's enough fun for Carb Cup for now. Let's see who wins. So we've got the 1 and the 2 running together.
2 left to go. 2 to go.
When this is finished, I'm going to go back and look at that. Because to be honest, I wasn't looking forward, I was looking at the relative, but I'm 99% sure I was still in my lane. Probably was my fault. No, I don't even think... Okay, we're just going to look at the replay. I don't think that was my fault. I think he just ran into the back of me like an idiot. You guys probably know more what happened there than I do. Was that my fault or was that his fault? Because I'm pretty sure he just drove straight through me like an asshole.
White flag. 1 more left to go.
I don't even know who it was. You blame the air. Okay, so the 2-car won.
Get going.
GG Braden Eiler. Nope! Just ran straight into the back of me. Hang on. I need a better view than this. Nope. Literally held my line, ran straight into the back of me. Well, at least he wrecked himself, too. And then he couldn't get it going. What an idiot.
Checkered flag, checkered flag. Good job. Very good job.
Hang on, no. I want to go back. Go back to me. I want to see lap 1. Now we're going to go chase cam. Was it lap 1 that this happened? I think it was lap 1. No, it wasn't lap 1. Lap 2. No, because I'm already by myself there. So it must have been 3 and 4 on lap 1. So let's watch the start here. So we drop in the line here. Everything's going good so far. Down the backstretch. This guy's got to run on the outside. I just let him get there. He's already been run into from behind. There they go in turn 3. This guy's off in the trees. Bounces back onto the track. I run into that guy. And there it goes. Yep. Yep. That's Carb Cup for you. Alright. Let's view the results here. Okay, so it did go into 2 splits. We were in the top split. Strength of field 1883. Which is a lot better than my iRating. What a surprise. The guy that wrecked me is D-class, but somehow has a better iRating than I do. How does that work? Apparently, iRating doesn't take into account how big of an idiot you are. Alright. So let's get signed up for the Pickup Cup race here in 15 minutes. I have no idea what paint scheme I have for this thing. Not a clue. You blame the trees. I wouldn't know. Alright, let's hop into here and see what kind of idiocy is happening in this open practice session. Hashtag wrestling quotes. We should get that trending. Yay, more comedy. Isn't that what you're here for? Yeah, so unless we get knocked out on lap 1 in this race, I don't think we're going to make the 10:45 Carb Cup race. I mean, we'd literally have to get caught up in the big one and destroyed on lap 1, I think, to be timed right for that. Because the 10:30 number for this to start is actually for qualifying. So by the time we get everybody qualified, I think it allots 5 minutes for qualifying, maybe. Once we get everybody through that, everybody on the grid, it's going to be almost 10:40. So yeah, we have a max 1 or 2 laps in this race if we're going to make another Carb Cup race. So this might be the last race of the night. It depends on what kind of insanity happens in turn 1. But this is the old bumpy Daytona. So nothing would surprise me. Nothing at all would surprise me out of this. Clear. I really like this gear wrench scheme. As I destroy the car. I really think gear wrench probably is Kurt Busch's best scheme every year. As I drop it again. The whole, like, gradient they've got going on here, really cool. Anybody exciting in here? Probably not. I'm not seeing any names I recognize. Are you guys? Okay. Oh. He's back, and of course he's probably going to be in our split. If he wrecks me again, I swear. Herp's Monster Energy scheme looks better than Kurt's. Isn't it basically the same scheme? Monster doesn't get real creative with their schemes. Outside of Haley having the like mouth around the grill of her car, Monster pretty much is the same scheme across the board. Right? Unless I just haven't noticed it. I'm going to load in just because I have no idea what paint scheme I have on this thing. That looks like a Bobby Hamilton Square D paint scheme. I'm pretty sure that's what we're rocking here. If it ever gives me another choice of a camera. Oh, the number font. Hey, that is what we're rocking. Rocking the Bobby Hamilton tribute today. I'm down for that. They modeled the inside of the track pretty well. Did I ever tell you guys about not being able to find the media center at Daytona the first time I went in 2019? I literally probably walked around that garage, like the entire infield, for probably a half an hour before I finally found it. It's like the entrance to the media center is like tucked in this little tiny opening on this side of the building that you wouldn't expect, and if you hadn't been there, there's no signs that really tell you where to go. I finally ran into Charlie Krull, the PR guy for ARCA. He was like outside taking a phone call. So, and he was just hanging up as I walked up, and I was like, Charlie, where is the media center? He had to show me where the media center was after I'd been wandering around the infield for like a half an hour. Yeah, you're right there, Wrestling. Oh, you're right. He did die about the same time BP did, didn't he? Man, oh man! The famous BP in the booth quote. See, because if they ever go back to that camera, I'll show you guys where the media center actually is. If the mouse ever comes back. Oh, the mouse goes away when the thing goes away. Because I did see it. Oh, right here. Top left. That building above the thing there with the red awning. Over to the left side of that, like around the corner in a little like alleyway into the building, is where the media center is. Weirdest place I've ever seen. Would have never guessed it. And that's why I was wandering around for a half an hour. Does anyone remember Buffet Benny? No? BP and Burnsy dying are the two NASCAR moments. Yeah. You know, you're probably right. I think those are probably the only two NASCAR moments. Yeah. I can't think of any others. I was too young to really understand what happened when Earnhardt died. Because I think I was old enough. Because I would have been, what, 9? No, I was still 8. I hadn't turned 9 yet. I do remember I was like probably 7 at the time. I think I was 7. Whenever Earnhardt got his last win. I remember crying over that. I don't know why, because I was like 7 at the time and I wasn't an Earnhardt fan. And my sister, who's like 10 years older than me, walks into the room and she's like, "What are you crying about?" I had no idea. To this day, I'm really not sure why I cried in that moment, because I wasn't an Earnhardt fan. I have no idea. And I didn't know that was his last win at the time, so I'm not really sure. That still baffles me. I'm guessing Buffet Benny, just by the context, was some segment that Benny did where he went around and tried different foods at the track. I'm gonna guess that's what that was. May change if Matty D gets his first win. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I can confirm I will 100% be at the track for coverage of the ARCA East opener at New Smyrna. I can guarantee that one. Still not 100% sure on Daytona. Daytona's being a little weird on their restrictions and whether... I still haven't gotten a straight answer of whether they're actually going to give me credentials or not. So... I have a good feeling about it. I think I'm going to have Daytona credentials, but I don't know for sure yet. But New Smyrna I know for sure. And there's a 99% chance we'll be at ARCA East at Five Flags as well. So, we're going to be back for some at-the-track coverage this year. Woot woot! I'm so ready to get back to the track. I don't even care what track it is. I just want to get back to the track. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. Let's get out of the truck. I don't want to... The truck is perfect. Don't want to touch it till qualifying. So this one's going to split a lot. Because we've got close to 140 people in here so far, and we've still got 3 minutes before it actually starts. I'd really like to get to Phoenix. I don't think it's going to happen this year. But I would like to be in Phoenix for the ARCA race. Maybe for the championship race. Maybe we'll have built R&N up enough by that point that I can get out there for the West Championship. That would be nice. I'm just thinking out loud at this point. I'm still pissed we don't have IRP this year. But 100%, I don't know this for a fact, but 100% I can guarantee that it was because IRP went to SRX this year. Because it's even on what would have been the ARCA date. The SRX race at IRP is on July 3rd. You can't tell me that wouldn't have been the exact weekend, the exact day that ARCA would have been there. So, my guess is... IRP went with SRX, and that pissed NASCAR off, so they just went, alright, screw it. You're not on the ARCA schedule then. Guarantee you that's what happened. IMP? You should probably fix that. I imagine going to the bathroom would probably fix that. T-minus 1 minute and counting. And then we can go to qualifying. Actually, right now. Or momentarily. 161 people registered. So yeah, there's definitely going to be a bunch of splits. Alright, let's get it. Let's go to the race. Where do we think we're going to qualify? Let's make some predictions. I think we're going to qualify dead center in the middle of the pack. Did you get that joke? What, the IMP? I'm assuming that was a Cars joke. It was supposed to be I am speed, but instead you said IMP. I'm guessing that's what you meant. There will also be a bunch of splits at the local bowling alley. Well, you won't see me doing the splits there. I can't do the splits. I'm not that flexible. 16th or 23rd. Those are oddly specific. Top damn 10. You're awful optimistic, Wrestling. I don't know what you've seen tonight, last week, or in any other iRacing stream that would make you believe I'm going to be top 10 in this. No matter how terrible most of these people are. No Garth. IRP. Oh. Gotcha. I thought you were making a Landon joke, since Landon says I am speed all the time. Speaking of which, where is Landon tonight? I rip pants. T-minus 30 seconds to qualifying. We've got the 003 in this race. Please tell me the guy that wrecked me at Monza. Okay, he's not in here, I don't think. If he is, I already forgot what his name was. But I'm pretty sure he's not in here. Alright, let's go qualify. I lost the chat. Hang on. Gotta get you back. There you are. John? John who? Oh, it's so bumpy! I've got a bad feeling that nobody knows what they're doing and something's gonna happen very early that's gonna take us out. The combination of these trucks not being as stable as the new trucks and just the constant bumps. There's going to be some idiots that cause a big one on lap 1. We're pegged out at 169. Nice. Oh, we slid up off the 4. One more lap. One more again.
There's the checkered flag.
Now we're P14. I'm assuming not everybody is done yet. So actually, Diecast might have been right. We just got to get bumped by a couple more people. There's still a few people out there qualifying. John Redcon. Redcorn? What? Call me Carson. No idea. No idea who that is. Oh, P15. Diecast might have been right on the money with P16. I'd rather be P15, though. I'd rather be on the bottom for turn 1. Because that gives me a little more area to dive off into if some shenanigans happen. Oh, bump to P17. Diecast loses. Of course, Rasslin was way off, saying that I would be top 10, so... You did also say 23rd, and you were wrong on that, too. Wait, where did we end up? I'm on the outside, so it wasn't P17. I'm further back than that. I'm guessing either P18 or P20. Diecast says 3 more spots, so I'm guessing I ended up P20. Well, I appreciate the encouragement, but I think you're being a little over-optimistic. I'd rather be back here anyway, because hopefully that'll keep me out of the shenanigans. Yep, that's what happens. There we go. Let's roll! Yeah, it's 100% going to have to be a lap 1 big one if we're going to make another race at Monza tonight. Which is definitely not out of the question.
One to go. Next time Line up on the outside. Pit road is closed right now. Catch up.
Oh, what are we...
Car.
Why? Why are we all stopped?
Pass up 1. Car.
What was that?
Catch up 66. Car.
Maybe if y'all weren't idiots, I wouldn't run into you. I know I'm not the best driver out here, but damn. Again, what are we doing? This whole outside line, nobody knows how to form up correctly.
About to go green. Stay focused.
I'm sure all that damage has me real screwed right now.
Green flag.
Apparently we're going.
Straight shot. Get to go. Inside.
Apparently not completely, though, because I'm already having to let out of it. Because nobody wants to go.
Inside. Still there at the bottom. Keep high. Clear inside. Car inside. Keep high. Still there at the bottom. You're up top, 3 wide. Right side, 2 wide. Clear inside. Inside. Still there at the bottom. Clear.
Okay, well, apparently, instead of being... What are we...
3 wide. Car outside, 2 wide. Clear high.
Wouldn't it be smarter if somebody pushed?
Outside.
Pretty sure running into the idiot that was stopped on the front stretch has screwed me over. Because I'm full bore and can't keep up with anybody. This race was over before it even started. And they're wrecking. There's the big one. Oh. Oh. You gotta be kidding me right now. Oh, well, okay then.
Outside, clear.
That's it. We're done with this one. I think we can still make Monza. This race was done before it even started. This is what field fillers go through. Well, we're not called Field Filler Motorsports for no reason. I think we can just make it into here. No? 11:09. Oh, 10. Nope, can't make it in. Well, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Tis rather unfortunate. I guess I should have stayed in the pickup race. Well, after the night we had, I'm worried about getting into anything else that's actually for a rating. The next pickup race is at 11:30, and we don't have another carb race till 11:45. So, on that terrible disappointment, we're going to end tonight. I should seriously consider a career in voodoo with all the jinxing I've done. Yeah, you know what? Maybe you should. You're kind of close down there to New Orleans, so you know what? You could just go to New Orleans, learn all about voodoo and all that voodoo that you do, and you know what? Have a great life. That's how that works. So, yeah, that's gonna be about it for tonight. 2 absolutely terrible races. I'm not surprised though. The truck race, well, the slow speed was not my fault completely. The wrecking at the end was partially my fault because as I was trying to stop for the wreck, I ended up just losing it on my own like an idiot. So I'm going to say about 50% of the pickup race was my fault. The Carb Cup race, on the other hand, I'm going to lay no blame whatsoever on myself for that. I think that was just stupid circumstances and a stupid idiot wrecking me at the end for no reason. So, that, you race with me next week? Cool. Actually, that reminds me. Let's see where both of these are at next week, because I have no idea. Pickup next week is at... Oh, Pocono. I don't think we're going to do pickup next week. I think it's going to be all carb. Don't think we're doing pickup next week. Carb is at... Oh, yes! iRacing Super Speedway. I haven't got to do that yet. That ought to be interesting. Okay, so yeah, we'll have 2 Carb Cup races next week at iRacing Super Speedway. That'll be an exciting one. And don't forget, those of you on RNN, we will be back on iRacing on Tuesday. I'm going to tentatively say it's race number 2 in the AI truck season, but there might be a change of plans. We'll see about that. So, either way, NASCAR 2005 is tomorrow, so we'll see you guys for that. Thanks for hanging out.